Hey, Wompsters, are you a fan of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or Atlanta or New Jersey or New York or any Bravo shows in general?
Don't forget about Potomac.
How long was that on? For 5 seconds? At any rate, we got the most hilarious podcast for you, and I am not bullshitting you. These girls, the hosts, Casey Wilson and Danielle Schneider, might be the funniest women in the world.
Yeah, on radio, on podcast radio, that's for sure.
Full disclosure, we're sexually attracted to both of them, and they happen to be two of our closest friends. But I would listen to this show even if I didn't watch The Housewives.
Which I don't.
Right?
And I do.
And they're still funny.
That's right.
So if you want to hear these hilarious bitches dish on the season's wildest moments, answer to all of your burning Housewives questions, drink Housewives branded wine, wear Housewives branded tunics, and bring on some super special guests like Lauren Lapkus, Adam Pally, June Diane Raphael, and sometimes this girl Jessica St. Clair comes on and she throws a lot of shade as to what they wear to baby showers. Seriously, even if you're not a Housewives fan, this show will still become one of your faves.
We said that. Listen to Bitch Sesh every week on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Wompsters? We back after that live show, bitches, because we womp it up the jams, womp it up. I'm Marissa Wompler, and nobody wants me in this city of sin. I tried to take my tits out, and nobody wanted to sign my shit, but I don't care, because everybody can go F their own faces.
That was pretty good.
Really? I thought you were going to say it was too negative.
Nope. Not
Really?
today. Today?
Today, you're all about negativity, Liz?
Whatever you want. Whatever you need.
You know, I've been listening to a lot of Indigo Girls on the way over here.
You were. Which album?
Just the essentials.
Greatest Hits?
The greatest hits. And so
Like
I'm in a kind of a mellow mood, but also like a fuck everybody mood too, you know?
Well, allow me to be the Amy Ray to your Emily Salyers, and I'll sing low and you'll go high.
Okay.
Right? Because they go low and we go high.
That's right. Galileo. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. You know what I'm in the mood for? I'm in the mood
Do it
for
again
a
just
woman.
'cause you always do it again?
No.
Let's do it again. I mean, we may as well, right?
Come on.
Why?
I was just going to tell you about my lesbian dream.
Go ahead.
My dream is, what's that song where she's like, I picked you up at work and I got a cooler full of shit and like, let's drive out of the city.
Least complicated or Power of Two?
Power of Two. Yeah. That's what I want. Because as you guys remember, the last time you heard from us, I had a pregnancy scare. Turned out I just had a bunch of old tampons shoved up my cooch and I didn't know what was going on.
That's right.
But I am
given some false information.
My period's over and I'm like, I don't need a man to complete me.
That's right.
But I am looking for a woman.
You are?
Yeah, I want to put it out there. I want to give it a shot.
I'm not sure if that's...
What?
Are you attracted to women?
I don't know yet. Kind of like when you try hummus for the first time. You don't know until you try it. And then you're like, that's a creamy texture. That hits me in the right places.
You're comparing homosexuality to trying hummus for the first time?
That's first time for everything.
I don't think that's how it works.
Equally creamy.
Guys, that soothing voice you just heard is my dentist. Dr. Dennis Denton, the Delray dentist. And, you know, actually, this makes sense to me because you play a lot of Indigo Girls in your office.
I do. It's, going to the dentist isn't always the thing that people want. But when they get in there and they hear the music that they love, that makes them feel good, that makes them feel comforted.
They relax.
They relax.
They relax.
And that's a dentist's worst nightmare is fear, right?
That's Dennis's worst nightmare. That's Dennis Denton's worst nightmare.
My worst nightmare is watching my parents burn alive in front of me.
And that happened.
Yeah.
A lot of people
this was in Manhattan Beach.
that we know have had their homes burned.
That's actually true. We had a homeschool kid on who his house had burned to the ground too.
With the fires.
I wish
Not
this
those
was
fires.
I wish this was a revelation to me, but you actually told me that story when I was, where would I have been, 4 years old? My
Sure.
first visit
Yeah,
to
I
the
remember,
dentist.
you had
Should have gone earlier.
one of your canines was coming in straight and not down.
Much like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Some children are born with teeth. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's well.
No.
People don't notice, you know how women are born with the females are born with a certain amount of eggs in their body.
Sure.
For their whole life. Some children are born.
That's not true. They come out with a full set of teeth?
They don't come out with the teeth; they are underneath the gums. They haven't expressed themselves yet.
Sometimes, though, there is a teeth already busted through.
That's not right.
That's
a
true.
baby can have that.
It's if the mother is consuming a lot of calcium.
Is that
It
true?
expands the child's both the teeth and the fingernails.
Wow. I don't want a baby clawing or biting their way out of my vag. I'm going to tell you that much.
Interesting.
That's right. Now, Dr. Dennis Denton, we are so excited to have you.
I'm
It is
so
a-
excited to be
It
here.
is a pleasure because you are a legend and you've done some work on me, even though I don't have health insurance. It's off the record, kind of.
You come in late
it's-
nights
yeah.
and on weekends.
He also will help out
Vets.
homeless folks, anyone who needs a treatment and can't afford it. You have a Saturday and a late night on a Thursday.
I do a late night. It's for the restaurant people who are working the restaurant.
For the
business.
restaurant biz, because a lot of waitresses,
come in.
short order cooks,
Yeah, they
they've
come in
got fucked up teeth.
And they come in around 1:30 a.m. after their shift is over.
And they pay you in hash browns. Is
Yes,
that
they
right?
do. Yes, they do.
God,
And
this guy's
if
really
you
doing
are anyone, the folks from Norms, the folks from
Shout out to them.
shout out to the Norms,
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, anyone who's coming in for late night service and bartering hash browns or other fried potato products for dental service.
See, I'm not the only one who barters. Marissa always has said how bizarre that
It's
is, and
bizarre.
she always says it's going to be for sexual favors. And I said, no, I have services that I give, and they
yeah.
give me food. They have so much extra food, and I don't like what's on the menu anyway.
Right. Well, you see, you just assume it's for sexual favors.
I'm uncomfortable with this. What is it? The Uber economy that's coming up. I'm uncomfortable with, people just getting in their Toyota Tercel and picking me up and driving me. Like Airbnb.
Well, it's
you know
all-
what I mean?
yeah.
I tried to Airbnb
Your
the
car?
crawl space under
Oh,
that
yeah,
I
sure.
sleep in.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I got some very negative reviews. I have as you know, an arrow bed that has a hole in it, but I had been very clear with people.
Where did you stay while this was happening?
I was I slept under
Under one of my chairs.
that's exactly right.
So because at night if it's not being used for the restaurant workers, I'll
Let people in.
let people in.
Why under the chair, not in it? Because doesn't it recline?
I feel afraid if there's not something covering me.
You put one of those X-ray vests on you.
That's right. Just so
That
I
is
feel I
nice,
need to be
actually.
weighted down.
Yeah, it's a very nice
To be
feeling to
weighted
have
there.
that weight.
I love
It
that
is.
feeling of heavy lead on your chest. That's very familiar to me
Yeah.
Why is that?
because I
Spent a lot of time in the military.
a lot of vests, a lot of protective vests.
A lot of Kevlar vests. She wears one right now. She's wearing one right now.
Well,
Yeah.
you never know.
Got 3 on right now.
You never know with ISIS.
Is it true that you had an 18-hour bra made out of Kevlar?
That's right.
And are you wearing it currently?
Always.
Always. Yeah,
Yep.
just in case someone takes a shot at those tits.
I tried to get a copyright on Kevlar Spanx.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Because you know what? Just because you're in the field doesn't mean you don't,
You don't
want to
wanna
look
look
good.
svelte.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you don't want to look good.
You're
You
keeping
wear
it
a
tight and
man
right.
Spanx, isn't that right? The undershirt version.
I do a tightening. What I found is that my skin. It's really less about my weight and more extra skin because, as you know, I've lost
You lost
over
an incredible amount.
I've lost
130 pounds.
130 pounds in the last 2 years, and it's just Weight Watchers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
Now,
the
is that
points.
because Oprah came on?
I have to admit,
inspirational.
that Oprah affected my decision to go to Weight Watchers because there are other points-based food systems.
Sure.
And,
God, this is good for me to know because I got to drop at least 130.
Well, it was just 2 years for me,
Wow.
and that's still almost that's almost like 5 pounds a month.
Right.
And you
just
chip
do.
away.
You just chip away.
But the problem is there's so much of this
so much
excess
extra
skin.
You're carrying like a suitcase of extra skin at this
and
point.
I want to do the surgery to have the skin removed.
Right.
Just to, tighten it all up.
But you'd have to take time out of the
I just can't
dentist
do it.
work. You can't
I
leave
just
these
can't do
people.
it right
You're the
now.
Delray dentist.
I am the Delray dentist. So I am, but in the meantime, I'm wearing the man Spanx to just keep all of that. What I'll do is I'll take that skin, pull it back, and do a fold over, like you're folding the shirt to take on vacation.
Got it. Like one of those Crazy Creek
Yes,
things
exactly.
you put into
Yes, exactly.
into a suitcase.
And Crazy Creek, something that I would know about now because I've lost the weight.
Yeah.
I can now travel and do camping and hiking and all those things that I just have always wanted to do.
God, you're inspirational.
Well, I just
In
wanted
every
to change.
way.
I wanted to change my life.
I got to say this out loud. Normally, dentists creep the shit out of me. I don't want to be near them. I literally want to be near you all the time.
It's true because he's tanned. I
Yeah.
think that's part of it. And you're familiar with his face because you have, and again, we're getting so deep into the interview, but that's
Guess
just what it is with him.
There's way more to go.
You just peel back the layers of people. I think because you're in your most vulnerable
you feel
position.
like you know him though because of his face all over the benches
That's
around
it.
Marina
You've been
Del Rey.
sitting on his face for years.
For years.
And so he feels familiar to you. He's very tanned, and again, when you were really, really overweight, big, it was like a little, like a donut hole, shaped body.
Yeah.
And that was comforting to me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Now that I've lost the weight,
I like you even more. Don't, please. Are you kidding me?
I like you the same.
but you liked me quite a bit.
I did.
So this is
We like you the same. Of course you do. Come as you are.
You
You know what I like is
what's
that you feel good inside,
I do. I feel
And that
much better.
even though you seem really sad.
Yeah. Well, as a doctor, and dentists are doctors.
They are.
They have the highest suicide rate. Did you know that? That's legit.
Of all
any
doctors?
doctor
Or medical
yes, of any
professional?
medical professional.
As a doctor, and who's a dentist, who's not going to commit suicide anytime soon.
At least during this podcast.
No, I can't, because I don't have any of the equipment that I would
Right.
do it with. If I were to do it, I have a
You have that all at the office though.
Yeah, I got it ready to go. I'm always
A go
prepared.
bag.
I'm always a
You got a go bag.
But a go from life bag. Here's the truth: is that I try to keep a calm demeanor because people get tense when they go to
They
the
get
dentist.
tense.
Again, with the fear, right?
Yeah, it's all about fear, and it's all about managing that fear. And so I feel like if I come to the table
You really,
with a calm voice,
And you massage your feet and your hands, which is so nice.
we don't
You
even
ex-
charge extra for that.
That's really nice. That's you're not going to get that anywhere else than Marina Del Rey.
no.
At the Del
You
Rey
are
dentist.
not. You're not going to get. It's the
You know
fact-
what's interesting, and we can get into this later during Spotlight on it, is that you've created for
sorry,
yourself
Fine.
the safe space
Yeah,
that you never had as a child.
that's the truth. That is the truth.
Dennis,
So
are
we-
you okay?
I'm fine. I'm very good. It's just that we brought up my parents earlier, and
You brought
You
them
brought
up.
them up.
we brought them up, and so it just brings up stuff, because
Yeah.
it is the 30th anniversary.
Oh my! Today,
Yeah.
God, and you
So-
chose to come on Womp It Up today. You could have
guys-
rescheduled.
I couldn't. I'm going straight back to the office.
I
from
know
here,
you
so
are.
I
Yeah.
gotta-
You know what? Let's do hot topics because we'll
Just
take
like,
a
there's
pause
so much
on this.
water on his face.
I
I'm
know.
like,
we'll catch it. We'll use it to water the plants. Okay. We're gonna do.
But I just want you to know these are tears of happiness.
of course, it's just so strange because his affect is so calm and steady, and yet there's
Always.
a storm of emotion
Always.
underneath that. This is your hot topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, these bitches know it. That's it. I need some acoustics and someone just like eating me out for like
Hey,
14 to
what are you
17
doing,
hours.
man?
Just to. Again, Dennis gets it.
Yeah.
I don't have to put on anything with Dennis.
No.
Okay?
Except the occasional Kevlar.
Except the occasional Kevlar thing when he's doing my x-rays.
Yeah.
I don't
All
have
right.
any of my real teeth left. That's the truth.
I know that.
Yeah.
Are
I
they
mean,
the stubs? We got veneers over your
no,
teeth?
he had to extract every one of my actual real teeth. So to be
Wow.
honest
Well,
with you,
yeah,
I
your
don't even
baby
need to
teeth.
come see him anymore because there's
baby
nothing.
teeth,
and she
right?
requested
No.
that I put a couple of Monopoly die in there.
Yep. just as something fun in the back. My molars are actually Monopoly die.
Interesting.
Just so like if I open my mouth real wide, which I do all the time.
I don't know why
there's
I've
something
never
fun
seen
back
that.
there. See it? Ah.
Oh, snake eyes.
Yep.
That's right. She made it because I put it in on the two, and she said, "I want snake eyes. I want one."
Yeah.
So
Do you guys remember The Swan, that show where you would get a full body makeover? I had applied to be on The Swan, auditioned. This is before I met you.
I know.
Liz, and I had auditioned and they said no, and then I watched it religiously, and there was, remember when the big thing they would do is do the Da Vinci veneers.
Sure, of course.
Sometimes just on the top.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
They
Smile.
just found a bunch of Da Vinci veneers that turned out to be not made by Da Vinci.
Really?
Yeah, they were fake.
Did Leonardo DiCaprio buy them?
He bought them, and
He put him in his mouth or
he
what?
put them in his mouth, and that's, I guess,
Because Leo goes to you, is that correct?
Leo does
I know you're
make
not
the
supposed
drive.
to talk about
I don't talk about.
your celebrities, but
I don't, but
you have framed pictures of them all over your waiting room.
right, but I don't talk about them.
Then you don't talk about them.
But
Look at them.
yeah, it's I've known Leo for. I mean, it's just
Since he was on Growing Pains.
before. I mean, that's when he came in when his mom brought him in, he was just like 9 years old. And it honestly looked like a graveyard that had not been cared for.
Oh God! Because he was on set, just eating as much sugar
Eating
as
as
he could
many
possibly get.
Gilbert grapes as he could get his hands on.
Yeah,
That's right.
So I did the work that actually got right before Growing Pains.
Wow.
So I can mention that I worked with Leo because he told me from early on. I don't think I would have even had a career if it had not been for the work that you did for me.
Wow, that's very special. Thank God. And we wouldn't have had the one where he plays that OCD guy who invented all those airplanes.
Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful Mind?
No, that's not the name of that movie.
But you do work on his teeth, though.
That was the
I do work on
subtitle.
Russell's teeth.
That's right.
Yeah, I work on Russell's teeth.
He threw some shit at you, didn't he?
Aviator is what we're thinking of.
Yes, that's correct.
Russell threw some shit at you, though?
Russell is complicated, but he's a wonderful actor
And a great father.
and a great father and a very good patient. And he does the only issue is that he insists on doing kettlebells.
While you're working on him.
Tough. That's a tough one.
Just working out his
Well,
forearms.
he's a tough one.
Yeah.
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 God.
Did you know that one of the Indigo Girls owns a restaurant in Decatur, Georgia?
I
That's
do.
not-
It's called
is it?
Watershed.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
What do they serve? Just a bunch of
Great chicken salad.
Delicious.
lesbian smoothies.
Nope. It's a delicious restaurant
Open face sandwiches.
that I have a T-shirt of. And that's the truth.
That is not a joke.
That is the truth. Hey, guys, remember when I said we were going to do Hot Topics?
I
We
know,
haven't
but
done
Dennis-
that.
I know.
It's just-
I just
No,
want
I
to
know.
say I cannot wait for the day that I can wear a T-shirt.
This
Gonna be soon.
Soon,
You gotta
soon,
take
soon.
time off of work though to get that surgery.
Soon. You got to take care of yourself.
You gotta put
and not
you
just take
first.
care of everybody else.
That's right. You gotta
Dude,
put
but
you
I
first.
see something. I see you're doing something with your bite.
What?
No, I just noticed that you're doing something with your bite, and I just want to make sure that you're taking care of your mouth.
I'm not as important as you.
To me.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
I do want to get that checked out though, because I think you're clenching.
I do. I grind my teeth at night. They grind them down to little nubs.
No,
it's
that's-
real smooth. The back teeth are like flat, like
They look like corn.
Flat as a-
they look
flat
like
as
That's not good.
white corn.
No.
ocean on a no wind
That's
day.
not good.
All right. Hey,
Hey, hot topics.
so what happened post? What happened with Gutterballs post your revelation that you were not Prags, but you thought you
Well,
were?
as you know, he proposed to me on stage in front of
That's-
everybody, and
that isn't
everybody
what
heard it
happened.
and saw it, and then
isn't
he
what
took it
happened.
back. And I'm not surprised.
That is not what happened. He did not propose to you.
He is the runaway bride,
No.
paging Julia Roberts, who you also worked on her teeth as well. Is that correct?
I mean, when I met her, she had normal sized teeth.
And then you gave her those big
Chompers.
big ass choppers, and made her whole career.
Yeah. I mean, what's crazy is that I didn't even want to do this yet because this is obviously we're still on hot topics.
We're never gonna get to hot topics, and I don't give a fuck.
But
Well-
I have bronzed some of my favorite mouths over the years, and Julia Roberts.
Wait, is that
But I
so?
want
When
to show you. Yes.
when you bronze a mouth, is that like when Han Solo got in that thing where you remember they poured all
exactly.
that bronze on him? That doesn't sound like it would be comfortable.
Well, you went through it, and that's why I've got Womper's Chomper.
Yeah, Whoppers choppers! Oh, look, it's the little nubs that I came in with.
So you
Oh
do
my
it
God.
the before. You do the before, not the after.
Correct.
Got it.
Well,
This
because
is-
you're carrying around your bronze mouth
Right.
after.
Yeah,
This is just to remember how
exactly.
far you've come.
Oh my God, I
Exactly.
love this. This is because I only eat Digiorno pizzas and cream cheese sandwiches, and this is the result of that. And if I didn't have these Da Vinci veneers, God, imagine I wouldn't have any of the success that I have now.
Right. On a podcast where no one can see your mouth.
Exactly. Oh, okay. Well, listen. You know what I was thinking though, Dennis? Just again, we're going to get to hot topics, of course.
Dennis Denton, Delray Dennis.
But Dr. Dennis, would you think about this? Because I was thinking maybe I'd do a grill. And that would be something. Because, obviously people aren't coming for me the way I look right now to put me on television. And I think maybe I need to get kind of pink on this.
An old school grill.
Like an old school grill. Do you think you could
Why don't
course
you
I
learn
can.
some
stuff?
aerials?
Why don't I what?
Learn some aerials.
What is that?
Aerial work. That's getting pink on this shit. You know,
Yeah.
she's basically in
She's
Cirque
into
du Soleil.
trapeze?
Yeah, she does all of that fabric work at her concerts. She sings
Is
and
that
also
correct?
flies in the air above the audience.
She actually came in because she had a nasty fall from one of the aerials.
Oh,
and
right.
straight on the mouth. She fell straight
Oh,
on
that's
her
tough.
That is tough.
mouth. Knocked them all out.
Knocked them all out.
Every single last tooth.
And so I said,
Start from the ground up.
start from the ground up. What do
Started from the bottom. Now I'm here.
you think about pink teeth
Pink teeth.
for pink?
See, that's what I need you to be thinking outside the box for me.
Let's think about it. I want
right.
you to think about what your perfect grill is for her
Okay.
or what you might want to do in her mouth. Maybe you can share it with us.
Clean ingredients.
I'm listening.
Which all serve a purpose. We got egg whites for protein.
That's good for your muscles.
Dates to bind.
Oh, no sugar.
Nuts for the texture.
They're perfect for breakfast on the go, a snack at the office, to throw in your bag for a quick bike ride, whatever.
I'm going to tell you what, because I've had a lot of these bars. In fact, I have like 10 of these bars before I go to sleep at night.
That's not right.
Which might be too many bars.
Yep.
These are delicious, okay? They're gluten-free, they're soy-free, they're dairy-free, they're free of any added sugar. They don't got any of those artificial colors or flavors, preservatives or fillers. You can actually taste the cacao.
All right, whether you like sweet or savory, chocolate or fruit flavors, there's an RX bar for you. I'm going to check this out.
You got to check it out, Liz. Hey, for 25% off your first order, visit rxbar.com/womp.
and enter the promo code WOMP at checkout.
That's rxbar.com/womp, promo code WOMP for 25% off your first order. Happy snacking!
We're going to do a song that I wrote when we were living in California for a few months to make our first record.
Yeah, coming into me twice a week.
Appreciate
Really?
Indigo Girls.
Yeah.
Did it go both of them?
Twice a week.
Why?
Week. So many pubes.
Stuck in between the teeth because they were so tightly packed.
God.
Her teeth were
I was going to
so
hope that they
many
listen to
pubes.
this because we play so much of their music, but now I hope they never hear it. They never even catch wind that we did this. So listeners, please do not inform them that this exists. Thank you.
I don't. This was the Indigo Girls.
Who were you talking about? Melissa Etheridge?
The new Uniqlo Girls. Do you know?
Uniqlo girl. You mean
Uniqlo?
Uniqlo where you get the cashmere sweaters?
Yeah, Japanese H&M.
Oh, and who are the Uniqlo girls?
It was a promotional thing they did with a couple of girls for a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
Going around
And their
trying to
mouths
do
were full
music.
of pubes. Oh. Well, it's something for me to think about. If I'm going to get a grill, I got to be and also going to maybe take on a lover or two of the female variety. I may need to think about that.
Here's my first pitch on the grill.
Sure.
It says grill power.
Oh my God, I love that. Listener, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Let's
Can
go
I do
A
it?
to C with this, though. That seems like the first your go-to. Let's keep
Grill power is
brainstorming.
great.
What's it going to say? Grill power
Yes, it
every
is
time you open
in
your mouth?
diamonds.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Oh God!
Can I do it, please? Please.
And
I'm
these-
Why are you
begging
asking me for permission?
And these are
Ask your
conflict-
soul for
These are
permission.
conflict-free diamonds.
Yeah, of course, of course.
How much does a thing like that cost?
$25,000.
We can get that money easy.
Where? Where are you
Go
gonna get
fund
it?
me. I'm gonna go.
You're
fund it.
Airbnb-ing your
Crawl space.
I
Airbed.
was. I got kicked out because apparently you have to actually have a door
You
to
would
call it
think-
a bedroom.
You would think with,
Tell that to Harry Potter.
it does have a door, a tiny sideways door.
Well, I know, but it doesn't close. So they said that's because if you close it, you're not going to have any oxygen in there.
Harry's a patient.
Harry Potter is.
I worked with him for a couple of years.
Wow.
Talk to you over here for a second.
Yeah. You think this guy's high on nitrous?
I don't know what's going on, but that's not a real person.
What? Yeah, he is. He's got a scar, lightning
Harry
scar.
Potter. No.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling wrote the
Wrote
autobiography
that.
about it.
No. It's not a real person. It's a character.
Okay, now you're telling me that boy wizards aren't real? What about Hogwarts? That's real.
No.
They have it at Universal Studios.
Exactly.
It's real.
It's a false world. It's a pretend made-up reality.
Harry and I originally came together because I got my degree from Hogwarts.
Did you really?
In dentistry. Mm-hmm. I couldn't hear what you guys were saying, but I just
No,
feel
no,
like
no,
there
yes.
may have been some
Sure.
question as to whether, all these people are really my clients, my patients, my friends,
No. Your corns? What?
my corns.
Listen, I'm believing every single thing that's coming out of Dr. Dennis's mouth, and
Yeah,
I will never
totally.
have anything said against him. Okay? You're just fucking pissed because he said that shit about the Indigo girls having pubes in their teeth. And then he had to back off of it. You're pissed
not?
because
Why would
he
I be-
said that stuff because
Yeah.
you love the Indigo girls.
Let me put this out there.
What?
I didn't like that. That's true.
Well, it's true. He's just telling his truth.
It's not true. Then he talked about it being the Uniqlo girls.
How do you know it's not true?
How do you know it's not
Okay,
true?
you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear everything you're saying.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
a dentist. I have great hearing.
Yeah, that's one of the things you don't know. Those drills, that is true. I wonder if, one of the reasons dentists are so depressed is that they have to be, like, their hearing is damaged from all those drills,
It's possible.
But
But I'm trying to get off of being Denton, the depressed dentist from Del Rey. So
that's just on Yelp.
right.
And that was one person. And that person was a nasty, nasty article.
But it's the only review.
But that is the only review, and then also a bunch of people just gave you 1-star ratings.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true. They just didn't write reviews.
That's
That's other dentists. Do you not understand? Dennis is so good and he offers so much
Yes, he
that
does.
other dentists are jealous of him.
He's not taking care of himself, though, and now he's talking about
Is he
being...
eating gummy worms? What is that? No, Dennis.
No, those
Dennis.
are real worms. Oh, no, that's just fishing bait.
well, I'm because I now can only do protein because of the.
You're on the whole 30.
Well, because the worms are no points.
Is that right?
Worms
Have
are
you
no
only
points.
been eating worms for 2 years?
Okay.
Oh
You've been also eating some of Oprah's mashed potatoes?
yeah, I do worms in the morning for breakfast.
This is not good.
And then I do a Tupperware of Oprah's mashies.
And then more worms for snacks?
No, I don't. Worms are just protein in the morning. They're the fuel that gets the day going.
That's why you're at the bait and tackle so much. I thought you had a boat.
I don't. I was so scared I would sink.
Can I,
Got it. Got it. You weren't seaworthy.
can I ask
I
you,
didn't feel seaworthy.
Dennis?
You're worthy to me.
Thank you.
When you talk about your client Harry Potter, are you referring to the actor
Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel Radcliffe that plays Harry Potter? Is that who you work on his teeth, or are you actually working on a boy?
No, I'm working on
Wizard.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, so that makes perfect sense.
Yes, which is what he goes by.
Oh,
in
he
public.
has you call him
It's what
Harry.
no, it's
H. Potter?
Daniel. No,
Let
Daniel
him
is
finish.
Daniel goes by Harry. No, I'm sorry. Harry goes by Daniel just because it's easier, so he doesn't have to deal with everybody wanting to see him cast spells.
Wait, so what you're saying, if I'm hearing this correctly, and again, I'm open to anything. I think you should be
I
as
think
well.
You've got some preconceived notions about what we're dealing with,
say
and you're not
bad shit.
accepting
What
the
you're-
reality
can you just
of what
hold
is.
it for a second?
Hey, you know what? Spotlight on this jizz.
Spotlight on-
Okay.
Listen. What?
Use your ears and listen.
I'm listening
to what is happening.
He's telling us
He
that
is-
Daniel Radcliffe is actually a wizard. How do we know that's not true?
Daniel Radcliffe is the character that Harry Potter chooses to play in public to just keep things simpler.
That makes perfect sense to me.
Because I will say this because I can see that. Look, I'm a dentist. I have an understanding of people's emotions, and
Yeah.
and I'm getting the vibe off you that you don't believe me, and that makes perfect sense to me.
Maybe it's the lack of lower bicuspids that you're dealing with right now that's making you so fucking cranky.
Yeah, I mean,
not
you're
t-
on grind time right now. I can tell.
You're on grind time, bitch. Open your heart. Like the
So-
woman on Bewitched, she was really a witch, right?
Yes.
Right.
Tabitha.
Whatever her name was.
Yeah.
No.
Tabitha Soren.
Yeah. Yes, she was. Why don't you see her anymore? Because
She
she's crossed over.
was an MTV
Because
VJ.
that was a TV show from the 50s.
Can I just say this? I was working on Daniel,
Right.
He
Right.
did
Just did air
quotes.
quotes.
and
With just the left hand.
and I had to extricate a bicuspid. As soon as I extricated that bicuspid,
Like a Death Eater came out of it?
a new
Wow.
and to see that immediate shoot up of a tooth, a Death Eater.
That's what you call a bicuspid?
Yeah,
The canine.
yeah. It was. I just had never seen that in human form before, and I said, Daniel, I have to ask, what is
What's
the
going
deal? What's
on?
going on? He said, Dennis, between you and me, and I haven't told anyone else this, and please
So we won't. No one listens to this shit.
don't talk about this publicly.
No, we won't.
Okay.
That's what he said to me.
Okay, but we won't tell anybody.
Great. And he said, I'm Harry Potter.
Wow. That's amazing. You know, this is hard for you, and this actually might be the key, besides the fact that your parents were burned up to a crisp in this Manhattan Beach fire.
This is tough, guys.
Can you just please open your heart for 1 second to Dennis?
My heart is wide.
Okay.
Wide open. And
God,
I'm
Dennis,
seeing
I'm so
someone
sorry. I'm so
crumble
sorry.
in on
No, but it's
themselves
actually good
and-
because I can see there is a cavity in your heart. I can see it. I
wish you could drill in on that, but
Yeah.
can I just say, though, what's interesting to me is, you know, when they do documentaries about people who have seen aliens or someone who's seen Bigfoot, and they're just so alone because nobody believes them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's going on maybe with you, Dr. Dennis, is you've had so many secrets have been poured out to you. You know, that Russell Crowe is really a woman. You know, that Kurt Cobain is still with us, is still alive. Comes to you for a cleaning every 6 months.
That's the crazy thing about him is how just he shows up. He's leaving the appointment. Can we schedule another appointment for a cleaning for you 6 months from now? So many people try to push that off. They try to avoid it. I'll call you. We'll email you. We'll get the appointment on the books.
Right, Kurt's in every 6 months.
Kurt locks it in. He puts it in his Palm Pilot, and then he shows up.
Palm Pilot.
Yeah.
Well, he can't go buy anything because everyone thinks he's dead. That's my point. You're carrying around all these secrets. You're carrying around so much emotional weight, and you feel very alone.
Well, I'm carrying this emotional weight, but I've lost all this physical weight.
That's
He's got
interesting.
a cellular plan, Kurt Cobain.
Kurt does? No, it's just the Palm Pilot. It's like a Filofax, but he just wants
It's not
it
connected
to be
to a
digital.
mobile device.
No.
He can't be.
Network.
Everybody thinks he's dead. You, who have lived off the grid so many years of your life, should know this.
I'm going to just do some research here for a second. Okay.
You have a Joey pocket, and we're all supposed to just accept that, but you won't accept that Daniel Radcliffe is a boy wizard?
Here.
I mean, that's just like the pot calling the kettle
Can I
black.
speak to you over here for a second?
Does
Yeah,
he bring
of course.
Does he bring a kettle in for his spells, or can he just do them?
Daniel?
Yeah.
He brings a kettle in. But it's just to make tea.
Hold on 1 second, Dr. Dennis. I am so sorry she's being so rude. What is your fucking deal?
What is your fucking deal, man?
Why are you getting
Why
so
am I the
aggro?
only person who's grounding this?
What do you mean grounding it?
This is based in reality.
This
okay?
is Dennis's reality.
Why are you so eager to get on this insane train?
Because he would never lie to me. Ever. He's Dr. Dennis Denton, the Delray dentist. He's the most trustworthy person in our community.
he took every single tooth out of your mouth.
Yes,
That's
and he
not
should
normal.
have. They were like tiny
That's
bits of
not
brown chalk.
normal.
It is normal. He had no other choice.
I didn't.
I had only been eating I had not seen a vegetable. Nobody cared for me.
No.
I was like, Nell.
No. Every single person he's talked about is taking teeth out of their mouth.
For
Okay?
good
and replacing
reason.
them with false
Kurt
Da Vinci's
Cobain
veneers.
is a zombie. He's living as an undead person. You think his teeth are in good shape? Just let her have her reactions. It's like a toddler.
I get it.
If you engage in it, it's just going to get worse.
Here's what I will say. If you put a shotgun in your mouth and you shoot,
Dr. Dennis, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Kurt.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't. You know what we need to do is do our What's Cheesing You segment.
Zombies are real. Have you seen The Walking Dead?
I haven't. I don't have a TV.
We need to do it. Is that okay with everybody?
We have that one in the waiting room that just shows an aquarium.
Yeah, I know. But that's just a
That's just an aquarium.
VHS. That's a DVD.
Are we ready for it?
I am.
Okay. Do you know what this segment is? It's called
Cheese in it?
Hey, you know what, Marissa?
What?
What's cheese in
You
it?
haven't told anybody who we are or what this is that they're listening to.
Oh, now you're going to get on my tip about that?
I'm just saying. Did you want to do that?
Yeah, Marissa Wompler. I don't know how old I am. I'm still at Marina Del Rey Public High School. This is my senior podcast project for the STARS program. This is my very closed-minded teacher who used to be very open-minded, Charlotte Shardog Listler, a former sniper who
What's cheesing you?
You're upset because I said to Dr. Dennis, I wish he was my dad. Is that it?
No. Why would that upset me?
Because it's
I think
threatened
you guys have a relationship.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I'm your
parental.
dad. I don't feel like he's going to take
I
the
don't
place
feel like
of
I'm
your dad.
I don't feel like I'm your dad.
I just said I wished he was.
I would be.
What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you? What? What's cheesing you?
That really surprised
What's cheesing
me.
you? What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you?
Why don't you go first?
All right.
Because you've got to unload some stuff.
This is the segment called What's Cheesing You, where we talk about what is currently cheesing us. It's unofficially sponsored by Digiorno Pizza, although we probably should just stop giving them free press.
I don't know why. We DM'd them. Nobody has even tweeted us back. And yet they're putting those free ads on people every time they tweet about us. Bullshit.
That's an algorithm is what
Yeah,
that is. I'll
yeah,
tell you that
yeah.
much. Okay, here's what's cheesing me. And then both of you could talk about what's cheesing you.
Sure.
Okay?
Thank you for inviting me to talk on my own podcast.
Oh.
See what I'm dealing with, Dr. Dennis?
I do. But she's dealing with some stuff too with you. You're not always so easy.
That's really right. That's really true. Go ahead.
Here's what's cheesing me. When somebody isn't getting the help that they need, there's clearly some stuff we've already had. Talk about suicide. We've had talk about the loss of parents. That was like the second thing that came out of his mouth. We've had,
Zombies that walk among us.
yeah, some really disconnected from reality stuff coming out of this guy's mouth. Okay? This is a man who needs help, and all he's doing is taking people's teeth out in the middle of the night that work at a restaurant. That is a cry for help. And I heard that, Swallow.
Wait a second. I was just remembering something.
And spit?
When I go to Jack in the Box in the middle of the night, this is why I hear car take order. Because those people don't have any teeth anymore. I can't take it. What do you want?
You were saying that was a poverty thing. And
Yeah,
it isn't.
it's not.
It's because all of them are giving their teeth. What do you do with teeth once you get them?
I grind them up and snort them.
All right, you let me know
What?
when you let me know when you're ready to talk the truth, okay?
Now I'm upset.
All right, so that's what's cheesing me. What's cheesing you, Dr. Dennis?
Okay, well, I guess I just admitted that I extract people's teeth, grind them up into fine powder, and snort them.
I'm so upset by that.
But I guess what's cheesing me right now is there's that traffic light on Atlantic,
Yeah, I know the one.
and it's a blinking red, I honestly feel like most of the day it's very clear, and it's only at specific times when school's letting out
Yeah.
Right.
that it should be a blinking red stoplight.
Does
Okay.
that mean he snorted me?
So that's what's cheesing me currently is just I want to talk to the Del Rey board of directors
Great.
or whatever. and
Great.
just
Well,
talk
hopefully
about
they're
that.
listening and they'll address that. You could bring it up in the next town council meeting.
And also,
Okay.
I just want to talk about the LA Deli, which is now the Del
Oh,
Rey
yes.
Del Rey Deli.
Yeah, the Del Rey Deli. Yeah.
I just wanted
to
to give
throw
a
out to them.
just to give a shout out to Nash Ricky. He's still
Oh,
running.
he's doing so good.
He's doing great.
He's doing great.
And-
I love their hash browns.
They have great hash browns, and they're great if you've had your teeth extracted for snorting. That those hash browns are real mushy because what they do there is they keep them in a plastic, and
That's
heat,
right.
So that
Steam.
steam rises,
That's
and then
right,
it stays,
so just
and it really mushes
recirculates.
up a crispy potato.
Yeah. All right, so what's cheesing you, Marissa?
Well, oh, God, a lot to process. I guess what's cheesing me right now is the idea that somebody may have taken a body part of mine, ground it down into a fine powder, and snorted it. The fact that...
That's partly how the weight came off. I will be honest with you. That it was points. I'm sorry to interrupt your cheesing.
Nope, that's okay.
But I just wanted to explain myself. That's what happened is that I was doing the point system and I was losing some weight. I was not losing 5 a week, though. I was losing 2 pounds a week.
Right. It was going to take you so long
and
to
I realized if I started crushing up those teeth and snorting them, I had that pep in my step.
So worms for breakfast, teeth for lunch.
Guess what I'm...
Oprah's mashes for dinner.
Guess what I'm sort of being cheesed by right now is the idea that at 6 years old, maybe I didn't need all of my teeth extracted.
I hear you.
Let's take a break.
I'm listening.
I just feel really upset by that.
And I'm listening to that.
And I appreciate that, and you're validating my concerns, and you hear
what
me.
You are saying. And I have empathy.
Can I get any of those teeth back, or?
Yeah, if you got a tissue.
Wow. What's up, Wompsters? If you know me, you know that I sleep on an inflatable aero bed that has a hole in it. But that's all about to change because I just heard about the Casper mattress.
Yes.
It's a sleep brand that continues to revolutionize its line of products to create an exceptionally comfortable sleep experience one night at a time.
With 3 mattress models, the
Ooh.
original Casper, the Wave, and the Essential. Casper mattresses are perfectly designed to soothe and cradle your natural geometry.
And for me, that's an upside down muffin, upside down pyramid. So you know what's nice about this, especially for me because I run hot? The breathable design helps you sleep cool and regulates your body temperature throughout the night.
And it's delivered right to your door in a small, how do they do that, size box with free shipping and returns in the U.S. and Canada.
See, now that's nice. That's nice to know.
They're taking care of you.
They're taking care of you and not a big ecological footprint. But the best part is that you can be sure of your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free Sleep On It trial.
100 nights? That's a lot of nights.
That could be a lifetime for somebody.
After all, you spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, so you should be comfortable.
Yeah. Now start sleeping ahead of the curve with Casper.
Get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/womp and using WOMP, W-O-M-P, at checkout.
That's casper.com/womp. Offer code WOMP for $50 off your mattress purchase.
Terms and conditions apply.
Womp it up! Hey, Wompsters, I'm always looking for more hot tips as to how to achieve my showbiz dreams.
Why not get it from the experts?
Introducing Hollywood Handbook Pro version.
Featuring exclusive mini episodes that can only be found on Stitcher Premium.
You know, most of the time you think bigger is better, but in this case, smaller is just right. That's right. You can now get even more Hollywood Handbook, each with Stitcher Premium.
Listen along as they do everything from teaser freezers to listener call-ins and even upgrades on Chef Kevin's Tinder profile.
God, I wish Gutterballs would give my tits a teaser freezer.
Okay.
Hollywood Handbook Pro version releasing every week starting Wednesday, January 31st, only on Stitcher Premium.
Hey, for a free month of Stitcher Premium, go to stitcherpremium.com/handbook and use the promo code WOMP.
W-O-M-P. You know me?
Because at this point, and I'm sorry to, when we're back, but at this,
What? You don't just say we're back.
what,
I mean, you did.
right.
Are we back or not?
Yeah, we're back. I mean, we're always back.
Here's what's happened is I've been snorting these teeth for a long time, and they are calcifying in my nasal cavity. And so I now have teeth inside of my nostrils. It's like a vagina dentata.
That's really
in my
intense.
nostrils.
And that's why you're still alone.
What?
I mean, that's why all the romantic relationships, haven't been.
No, I am asexual.
I always thought that it was because you couldn't.
No. I have no
You were-
sexual desire,
and you
for
were
a man
born
or
that
a
way.
woman. Yeah, I don't. I think so. It's just I've never been interested in men or women at all. I've just been
Interesting.
I'm asexual.
Spotlight right now. Okay. In order to do that, I'm going to have to move back past some of this intense anger I'm feeling that I had all of my teeth extracted from
I
me.
know, but you're a journalist, right?
What would Diane Sawyer do?
She won't recover from her losses.
Welcome to Spotlight On.
On.
This is a segment where I peel back the layers of the onion that is my guest, and we see what meaty center we can reveal. And so, Dennis, I'd like to start. Sorry, I'm calling you Dennis. Do you mind? I usually call you
Dr. Dennis or
Dr.
Dr.
Dennis.
Denton.
Yeah, Dr. Denton.
No,
Okay.
it's a different. We're in a different
We're in a
environment.
different environment.
I'm in your space now.
Right. And I guess once you're told someone ground up your teeth and snorted them, then kind of anything goes. Dr. Dennis, tell me about Manhattan Beach before the fire. Your family.
Well, it was, look, Manhattan Beach is a very different community than Marina Del Rey.
Right. A lot of money.
A lot of money, but not always. Back when I was a kid, when I was growing up there, Manhattan Beach had a very different vibe. There was still a Reagan Republican vibe to it, but there was also a really libertarian, live free or die kind of.
Interesting.
And my parents chose to die. They chose not to live free.
Your father invented the surfboard, is that correct?
My father invented sex wax, which is the wax that you put onto surfboards.
Okay, got it. Because I think the Hawaiian people invented the surfboard.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes,
Okay.
I would never want to disrespect
of course
our
not.
Hawaiian brothers and sisters.
Right.
And so, yes, my father invented sex wax, and which is a very funny title,
Right.
name for it, because it was not a sexual item. It was for
Right.
it was for surfing, and we were living very happily there. And
Was that what led to the fire?
yeah, well, my father did not want to pay for a factory space. He did not want to pay for storage space, and so we had a real buildup of sex wax in the house. And I went off to school. And
Build up, you mean it was on the walls, or you had like a garage full of
garage full of sex wax.
Yeah.
Because my father was still distributing it himself.
I see. This was before it went national.
Correct.
Right.
Well, and so I went to school. My mom went into the garage, and she called my father, Denny, in, and she said,
Your father's name was Denton?
yeah,
Dennis as well, or just Denny?
yeah. Well, it was Dennis, but
So
everybody
you're
called
a
him
junior, or he was a senior?
No, I am Dennis, but spelled with a Y,
Yeah.
so it's different. So I am a Dennis,
Dennys.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Oh,
and versus my dad Denny, who was DNNIS.
yes.
Yeah.
So we anyway, she called my father into the garage. She said, the devil is inside of me. I can't handle this life anymore. Lights
no.
the match.
Oh, no. So
And-
she set fire to
What
it.
do
I
you
thought
mean?
it was.
What does that mean? The devil is inside of me.
I don't know.
She was having a
How does
psychotic
anybody
break.
know that conversation happened? They're both dead, and they were the only people there.
Well, she taped it.
She taped it with a device outside of
Yeah,
your
there was
house.
it was at the time it was a camcorder.
Oh,
One of those
she
early
set a
camcorders. She
camcorder up.
set it up on a tripod.
outside the house.
Outside the house, in the driveway, the basketball hoop to the right, garage dead ahead, and so she wanted to make sure that I got to see it.
Wow.
So
And you're the only child.
I am the only child.
What's your mother's name?
Denise?
Denise Denton and Dennis Denton. Yeah.
So-
God, that's sad.
Denny
and then
and Denise.
did you raise? So then what I had read,
Mm-hmm.
and this was in your profile in the Daily Dolphin, was that you raised yourself on the streets of Manhattan Beach, with the Dogtown Boys.
Yeah.
Skating and-
skating and really falling in love with dentistry, because these kids went after it, and these men, still my friends,
Still
some
your-
of
some
my
of your
closest
best
friends.
friends.
You
Yeah.
know, they had the
Dogtown Boys?
The
The
Dogtown
Dogtown
Boys.
Boys.
And one of the kids already was taking the pictures. and
Right.
doing the videos. And so that slot was filled. And I said, what is the other thing that skateboarders need around?
A dentist.
Dental care, because they are going head first into poles.
That's right.
Into the corners of pools. And so at just an early age, I found my calling. I said, I can fix your teeth.
And you were self-taught. You were doing it under the
I am
pier.
self-taught.
And when did you go to dentist school?
Well, when I went to Hogwarts,
Right.
really honestly, after the movie came out, after the
You knew
Dogtown.
about it and you found out about it.
Well, yes, but I mean, after Dogtown came out, the documentary about my friends and their skateboarding, there was a lot of money that came into the community, and
They gave some of it to
they
you.
gave
to
some
go
of it to me to go because I had been homeschooled. I had homeschooled myself in dentistry, and then I saw this movie, the documentary Harry Potter, and I thought that's where I want to go to school.
At what age do you think your parents started losing their minds?
Let's see. I'm 47 right now. I think they were about 46.
Okay.
They had you late, huh? Because you were.
I was late. They had a few children before me.
You have older brothers and sisters.
I do not.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
That's God, someone should make a movie of your life because that is
That's
a real
what I-
rags to riches story.
That's what I keep telling Leo.
Yeah, definitely.
And I tell Russell. And that's when Russell threw a fit. I can now say that out loud. I pitched my movie to Russell for him to play it. After A Beautiful Mind, he'd done such a great job. Wonderful job. with
Really
that
wonderfully.
film.
Yeah.
And I told him about this idea, and he ripped my chair out. Ripped the chair out, and he threw it.
floor.
He threw it at me.
Right.
Wow.
right.
God, that's really traumatic.
Yeah,
Well, listen,
but I've never been happier.
it shows. When did you start to put all that weight on? Because, I was a normal size until, I don't know, when did I start putting on the pounds? It was before I met you, Liz.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Eighth grade,
Mm-hmm.
started to really feel that social pressure, and I just started to use food as a crutch. When do you feel like you started to put on that massive amount of weight?
I think it's when I started to use crutches as food. So I was eating, I think it was.
Crutches?
Yeah.
You were eating wood. Is that right? God, people have this thing where they eat rocks. Some pregnant women have a desire to eat rocks.
Well, that's because they want the iron.
Yeah, they want the iron. That's right. So
Yeah.
you were actually eating crutches. Is
I wanted
that right?
that wood because I wanted to build what I realize now after going to Oprah's Weight Watchers is I was trying to eat that wood, trying to build a home inside of myself.
Oh, God. Wow. Wow.
Are you paying attention?
Yep.
You're acting like something else. You'd rather be somewhere else.
I was just checking to see if we had any questions for listeners' love letdown, and then I second guessed myself because I'm not sure. I want you to weigh in.
I'd love to hear what Dr. Dennis has to say.
When you say weigh in,
That hurts him.
that hurts me and the house that I've constructed inside of myself of wooden crutches. And that's a crutch of mine.
Well, listen. I at first I was really, really cheesed that you had done that to my teeth. And you said some things that, okay, maybe they don't add up. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I add up. I don't know if any of us add up. And I want to say thank you for bringing your authenticity and your truth.
I've told nothing but the truth here.
And I believe that. I do. Because that's what you believe. You're telling us what you
My
believe
truth.
to be
Yes.
true. And so that's
Yeah.
true for me.
And the teeth that I snorted, crushed up, are like the tile in the kitchen in the house that I built inside of myself.
Can I ask you just a quick question? In the condo that you live in, that you bought with that sex wax money, is your bathroom tiled with human teeth?
Yes.
Might be why you don't have it many ladies over.
I'm not interested in having ladies
I know,
over.
but
I'm
even
not
if you
interested in
were
having men
interested in a man or a woman, you couldn't have them over because when they excuse themselves to go to the powder room and they see that it's tiled with human teeth, you're gonna have a problem on your hands. Let me just put that out there to you, Dr. Dennis. Are you constructing walls around yourself made of human teeth to protect your heart from the possibility of losing somebody again like you lost your parents? There's water again. You're making a motion towards your eyes that
Maybe.
look like there's water coming out of them.
He said maybe.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's why I eat. Maybe that's, I don't know. Yes.
Why you snort teeth? What would it take for me to get you to commit here right now on this podcast that you're going to stop doing that?
Why don't we get this guy some help? All right.
I'm trying.
What is it? He going to commit that he's not going to snort
We're going to
teeth?
do a
You got a
GoFundMe.
bunch
He
of
needs
other-
$100,000 to say no to teeth.
I don't
and
want our listeners to be given money for false pretenses.
Let's let them decide.
How about this guy gets checked into a hospital? Okay? He needs help and he needs to get his fingers out of people's teeth mouths. Okay? Because that ain't right.
Getting people.
I'll tell you that much. That ain't right.
Getting my fingers out of people's teeth's mouths.
Yeah. Teeths and mouths.
You worked on Smash Mouth's teeth. Sorry.
I did Smash Mouth's teeth, and I did Insane Clown Posse.
Interesting.
Nope.
Whoop whoop.
Nope.
Nope. What?
Let's
No.
take some questions from listeners love locked out.
No.
I want to hear what Dennis has to say. He's bringing a fresh perspective.
All right, we're going to do one, and that's
Why
it.
do we only get to do one?
Because we're running out of time. And I need to get this guy away from my teeth because he's literally
He can't
got
stop
pliers
staring
in
at them.
hand.
I know.
Pliers in hand. And I'm not interested.
You might want to just have him take a sneaky peek.
Who's interested in having a dentist work on them?
Nobody is. That's the thing. Nobody wants to go.
That's right.
But sometimes we need to. I'm
It's
going to
like-
still go to you. I'm not leaving your practice. If you promise
I
to
really-
please not extract any more unnecessary teeth.
I will not do any unnecessary surgeries.
Okay.
Or on
Then I
extractions.
believe you. And I'm still going to come to you because I love
you.
those foot rubs and I love the hand rubs and I love the essential oils that you
And I've got a Miss Pac-Man in the waiting room.
that is
Every
so
dentist
cool.
has one of those.
Yeah. That's right. Doesn't mean I don't.
All right,
Yeah,
we're going to do
exactly.
one question from
God, she
listeners
just
love
doesn't wanna
lockdown.
accept anything.
You don't want to accept love.
I got plenty of love. Back up.
To put the
All right.
pliers down, it's
Here we
making
go.
me really uncomfortable.
If you come near me, I
just
will
has
break
them-
you in many ways, sir. All right. To Wompler, I am a student from your homecoming rival, St. Bernard High in Playa del Rey.
Oh.
As you know, awkwardness between our two schools has been at an all-time high ever since you made some lewd comments about our school uniform while riding the 3 p.m. RTD Manchester bus.
I don't know. Where was what did
Don't
I
remember
say?
this? That's because this is from December 1st of last year.
Oh, okay.
The word is that you yelled out that our khakis were a juicy pussy magnet. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And that our polo shirts
remember
have
this.
you hurting for a squirting.
That's right. Okay, this is all coming back to me.
Now, my girlfriend,
I don't remember.
who goes to Marina del Rey High, refuses to sit next to me on that bus anymore. Then last night at Hill 16, she told me she can't be seen with anyone from St. Bernard. Someone started a rumor that you broke up with the hottest guy at St. Bernard High because his circumcised penis wasn't thick enough.
That's true.
And that he wasn't able to last even 3 strokes. Okay.
What is this? Some sort of fucked up fan
I don't know.
fiction? Why
Nobody
did you open
here-
this? You say we have time for one question, and this is the question.
hey,
I did scream out on a
read
bus
these
that I
out.
was hurting for a squirting. I did, but
Were you talking about the uniforms at St. Bernard?
yeah, because they're ugly as shit. They're
Okay.
shit brown khakis.
All right. Well, anyway, this
Pleated
person said
khakis?
nobody here has even ever heard of you, and now it's getting around that Catholic boys from our school are so horny we'll date anything for the sake of
See
our
what
two
I mean?
schools.
This is some sort of
please
a
clear
fan-
the air and admit you haven't dated anyone from St. Bernard High.
I have not dated anyone from St. Bernard High because they're a bunch of big, wide hipped, khaki wearing pieces of shit. That's not what I'm into. And by the way, he's saying he has a girlfriend at Marina Del Rey High. That's what you say when you don't actually have a girlfriend. Oh, my girlfriend goes to another high school. Come on,
I treat
man.
a bunch of kids from St. Bernard High.
You do?
Yeah. And they're dogs. They're all St. Bernards.
They're all, wait, what? They're all actual dogs?
Yeah. And they wear those khakis just like you said.
So when you're looking at a student from St. Bernard's, you're seeing that
It's
as
a dog lying back on the chair with khakis on and the legs.
Again, this is his.
And then the mouth open.
They
You
have
know,
so
and
many problems too because so much saliva.
Well, because they're not flossing. They're not brushing regularly.
Again,
and they're not flossing.
Whistler,
Yeah.
this is his truth. This is what he's seeing.
Whatever you say, man.
Is that a Indigo Girl song? Whatever you say, and do my pussy
But this is-
bits wet. I sucked your twat and
Hey.
I licked your tits
Hey,
at
nobody
night,
is-
and then we scissored till the dawn.
You've been listening to Womp It Up. I'm Charlotte Listler, hashtag turned around, and that was Marissa Wompler.
You strapped down
special
a
guest,
dong and moved it in and out.
Dr. Dennis Denton.
Hey, Dr. Dennis, want to give a quick plug for your dental practice?
Yeah, come down to Dr. Dennis's dental program here in Marina Del Rey.
Program.
Oh my God, is that a nitrous? Feels like he's got like a tube
I
running
went
up.
to the doctor before I went.
No.
Yeah, and I self-treated.
Oh God. Womp it up, everybody.
Hey y'all, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Caroline.
And we're the hosts of a brand new show called Unladylike, where we find out what happens when women break the rules.
We'll be bringing you real-world women's stories, along with our own nerdy deep dives, in this weekly investigation of womanhood.
How privileged would you say your abortion was?
Well, okay, I might say like an Ivanka Trump.
Did he just say that? Did he just put us in the same sentence?
If you ask me, like, what my thighs can do you think I'm gonna be like, they can have sex with you?
Find the first episode of Unladylike now in Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.
To access ad-free and bonus episodes, visit unladylike.co/podcast.
Because we got some unladylike things to say.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Hey everybody, it's Paul Scheer.
And I'm Amy Nicholson.
And we have a brand new podcast called Unspooled, where we are watching the 100 greatest films of all time.
Voted on by the AFI. We're going to be starting at number 1, Citizen Kane, jumping to number 100 with Ben-Hur, and doing films that we've never even watched before.
And we'll be talking to experts, whether it's a cinematographer or a stuntman. We're going to get behind these movies and figure out what makes them so great. So if you like the way this sounds, why don't you subscribe right now to Unspooled, wherever you listen to your podcast.